Hey Duck fans, it's finally fall, and I for one am glad for the cooler weather. We're heading into the coziest season of the year, and what better way to enjoy it than by sitting back, grabbing a warm snack, and watching a feel-good film. As we round out September, let's take a look at an interesting movie featuring Mickey, Donald, and Goofy as the Three Musketeers. To be completely transparent, this is not one of my favorite movies. It's not a bad film. There's even a joke or two that did manage to make me laugh. The problem I have with it is the oversimplified characterizations. Each character has been boiled down to one defining feature. Mickey is a hopeless dreamer, Goofy is a brainless idiot, and Donald is a spineless coward. Now, I understand from a storytelling standpoint that each of these characters need to have an obvious flaw to overcome, but the choice to make Donald Duck a coward doesn't sit right with me. Donald can be reckless, tempestuous, even a little unhinged at times. Coward doesn't work for me. Now that out of the way, The Three Musketeers is still an entertaining film. We have a good, if not obvious, choice of villain in Pig-Leg Pete, and while the Beagle Boys are predictably his underlings, the inclusion of Clarabelle Cow as one of the antagonists makes me laugh. It's so unexpected, and she just seems to enjoy being a bad guy. We start the film with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy as a trio of orphans who dream of being musketeers. Unfortunately, they never make the cut, probably due to their collective clumsiness, and instead work as custodians, that is, until Princess Minnie demands bodyguards after there is an attempt on her life. Pete, the leader of the Musketeers, only promotes Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in the hopes that they'll fail their mission of protecting the princess. Pete is in fact working behind the scenes to have Princess Minnie kidnapped so he can try to force her to pass her crown onto him, a la Ratigan's plan from The Great Mouse Detective. To his surprise and frustration, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy prove to be adequate musketeers, as they do manage to rescue Minnie and Daisy, her lady-in-waiting, from a kidnapping attempt. Seeing that the trio are a formidable wrinkle in his plan, Pete tasks Clarabelle with doing away with Goofy, while he takes Mickey captive and throws him in prison. Donald, acting uncharacteristically cowardly, runs away from his post the moment his life is threatened. He tries to warn Mickey that Pete is the villain and the one behind everything. We get a little scene of Donald trying to explain, only for Mickey to tell him he can't understand a word he says, shortly before Pete drags him away. One of the things I do enjoy about this movie is that it's a musical. All of the songs are classical music with lyrics added to them, like the song Petey's King of France, sung to the tune of In the Hall of the Mountain King, and Chains of Love, sung by Clarabelle Cow and Goofy to the tune of Carmen's aria. While I do like the scene from Chains of Love, Clarabelle really steals the show anytime she's on screen, I find the sudden romance between her and Goofy out of place. I get that she's meant to switch sides and join the good guys, but to do so only because Goofy sweet-talks her feels like a weird choice. It's just another case of the oversimplified characterizations that make this movie feel less like a Disney movie and more like an episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Everyone is just too one-dimensional. The Three Musketeers is worth watching at least once. The music is good, there are some fun gags, and Clarabelle's a treat. However, if you're looking for a fun adventure film with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, might I suggest The Prince and the Pauper from 1990. While it has a much shorter runtime, the characters are better written, there's no out-of-place romances, and the animation is amazing. It has a similar feel and tone, but I feel it accomplished the adventure aspect better. I don't believe The Prince and the Pauper is available on Disney+, but it is here on YouTube, which I have linked below for all of you duck fans to enjoy. Have fun, and I'll catch you next time.